So today, as we are already discussing lists, today we are going to discuss about some list comparison techniques. Okay, how we can compare lists with each other. Now, the basic rule for comparing lists is that lists should contain identical elements. Only then comparison of lists is legible. Okay, we are going to see list comparison today. So in list comparison, we will be first checking whether whether two lists are equal or not. Okay, and then we will also be comparing the lists using the comparison operators, that is less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and we will see how lists are what type of results do we get. Now this one thing is for sure, that if you are comparing two lists, the answer will be in the form of a boolean value only, that is true or false. So let's move on to today's class. So we are going to see comparing lists, normal comparison of lists, non-nested list with nested list, list with integer, list with strings. Okay, sorry. Unequal length lists, comparing lists containing same elements of type integer, float, string, etc. So the normal comparison of lists is what? When you have two lists which contain similar type of elements, that is, if I have L1 which contains 1, 2, 3, L2 contains 1, 2, 3. So you can see that the firstly number of elements is the same. Secondly, corresponding elements in both lists is the same. That is, if I consider list 1 and list 2. So list 1 contains 1, 2 and 3. List 2 also contains 1, 2 and 3. Now I'm not representing it in the actual pointer format because that would be too time consuming and cumbersome. So you can see elements at the corresponding locations. That is, elements at position 0 or index 0 in both the lists is the same. Okay, then at position 1, that is index 1, they are also same. Index 2, they are also same. So when you have corresponding elements in both lists which are equal, that means both the lists are equal. So two lists can be equal. You can say that two lists can be equal only when these two conditions are fulfilled. First is number of elements should be the same, and second is corresponding elements in both the lists should be the same. Okay. So this is what for checking equality of two lists. Now if I say that L1 is equal to 1 comma 2 and L2 is equal to 1, 2 and 3, are both the lists equal? What will you get for this? Do you see, are both the lists equal over here? One contains two elements, other contains three elements. Even if corresponding elements are the same for first two locations, but the third element is missing, okay, in this in list 1, that is why the result here will be false. So in order to be equal, and even this is also not correct, that is, if I write 1, 2, 3 and I write L2 equals 1, 2, 3, where 1, 2 and 3 are what? Character constants. So here also this will give me false for both of them. Why? Because these are numeric values and internally these characters have some other numeric values, because we know that digits 0 to 9, they are ASCII values starting from 48 to 57. So that is why this will be 49, 50 and 51. Whereas these values are what? 1, 2 and 3. So internally the values are different. But if I write L3 and L3 is 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and if you write L1 equals L3, then this will give you true. Let's try them out first. There could be some differences in my answer, so I will correct it at that time. So L1 is 1, 2 and 3. L2 is also 1, 2 and 3. Let me take L3 and let me take this as I'll take it like this. So it will automatically convert it into a list of character constants. And fourth one is right. I write L1 equals L2, I get true. I write L1 equals L3, I get false because L3 is what? It consists of three different character constants. I write L1 equals L4. Okay. This is assignment students, so let me just make a correction here. L1 is 1 2 3 and L4 is already like this. Yes, so L1 double equals L4, it will give me true because internally the values are true. Whether you convert this 1.1 into 1.0, that is all 1. This numeric value 1 is internally what? 1.0. It's both are same. It is equal to 1. Understood? So that is why these two lists will be considered as same because they contain the same number of elements and the elements at corresponding locations are also same, but same doesn't go for this one. Okay. Now let me just give you one example. I have L5 and within L5 I have written 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? And I'm writing L1 equals L5. Can anybody tell me what will be the answer for this? L1 is 1 2 3 and L5 is 1 2 3 only, and I'm writing L1 equals whether L1 is equal to L5 or not. Can anyone tell me what answer should we get for this last line? If you want, for this question you can post your answers in the class group, in the Teams chat. Take a very good look at both of them. I'm writing L1 also here. This is L1 and this is L5. Okay. And I'm writing L1 double equals L5. What answer should we get?
Ma'am, it will be false because L5 has only two elements and
Very good.
L1 has
Yes,
three elements.
very good. It will be false and I will tell you the reason why. That is because L1 has three elements over here, 1, 2 and 3, whereas L5 has 1 comma 2 which is in the form of a list and 3. So technically speaking we have only two elements. First one is a list object and second one is an integer object, whereas here we have all the three as three integer objects, right? So here the indices are 0 and 1, here indices 0 1 and 2. So here we have three elements, here we have two elements, and moreover this is a list object, not an integer object. Hence comparison is firstly not allowed between non-identical objects, right? Hence if you try to compare L1 with L5, the result will be false. Is this clear to everybody? Next, we will move on to non-nested list with nested list. So we have already seen that over here. Now, next thing is if I have to compare something like this, that is, I have these operators, these comparison operators, right? So this is only allowed on lists containing items of the same type. So this is one precondition. It is only possible when both lists are containing the same type of elements. Okay, if you try to compare, like here I have L2, which is 1, 2, 3, L3, which is 1, 2, 3 in the form of character constants. So if I write L2 equals L3, it will it will give me false. Why? Because we have used an equality operator here. But if you try to compare, it will give me a type error saying this last line, this is not supported, less than is operator is not supported between integer and string. Okay, so these type of operators, that is these comparison operators, they only work on elements of the same type, right? Now how do they work on elements of the same type? If I have L1, I have L1 as 1, 3, 10 and 25 suppose, and I have L2 which contains 1, 3, 10 and 20. We have these two almost similar lists. The number of elements is the same in both, okay? But you can still compare them. Like if I write L1 less than L2, so how is it going to compare? So watch very closely. So you can see that we have two lists over here, and whenever such kind of an operation is given, whenever any of these four operations, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, or greater than equal to, is to be performed between two lists, so we have to check it item wise. That is, we have to compare elements at same positions in both the lists. Like you will first start with this one, whether L1 0 is less than L2 0 or not. What is L1 0? It is element 1. What is L2 0? It is element 1. They are, if they are, is 1 less than 1? Answer is false. No. Okay. Move on to the next one. Is L1 1 less than L2 1? What will be the answer? No, because both are equal. Come to the next one. Is L1 2 less than L2 2? Again no, because both are equal. Move to the next one. Is L1 3 less than L2 3? Is this 25? Is it less than 20? Answer is false. So here my final deduction is false. All the same elements at the corresponding locations, if they are same, then Python moves on to the next position and checks for the elements there. Okay, and it continues this thing till it finds a pair which is unequal, and then depending upon the operator which is used, it returns the result. Let's try this out on the Python shell. So first our list is, you can see it contains 1, 3, 10 and 25. And the second list, it contains 1, 3, 10 and 20. Right? I write L1 less than L2. Answer is false, as we have got the answer over here. Right? So this is it. You people are going to send me the result for the same two lists for these. This was our first one, that is less than operator. You will be doing it for greater than operator. less than equal to operator and greater than equal to operator. Yes, please take a look at this. Take your time and send me your answer. Same list is there. You have to send me the answer for these operations. See, less than equal to means if both the lists are equal, that is, they contain the same number of elements and all elements at corresponding positions are also equal, that means they are equal, right? And if it happens that any one of the elements of L1 is less than that particular element, that position's element in L2, that means it will be what? True. So less than equal to and greater than equal to will be valid in cases when both lists are equal also. So you have to give me the result for these same two lists for all for 2, 3 and 4 operations. It you are comparing whether L1 is greater than L2 or not. Same way here you are checking whether L1 is less than equal to L2. Here you are checking whether L1 is greater than equal to L2. See, it is not like false. I have written no, I have not written false here. If the pairs are equal for these operations, you will simply move on to the next pair to see whether they are unequal or not. This comparison will be only between the within the unequal pair, right? Let's do this for L1 greater than L2. First three are same, so we will skip the first three. Come to this one. Is L1 greater than L2? Yes. This element of L1 is greater than this element of L2. Hence, the result will be what? True. Understood? This is how you are going to check. Next one, L1 less than or equal to L2. Okay. We are first either both the lists will be equal, that is same number of elements and the same elements at corresponding locations, either this or there would be a comparison. List 1 might be less than L2 or no. So we will be checking it. Is first three are equal pairs, so come to the last pair. Is L1 less than or equal to L2? Yes. 25, if I write, if it is less than equal to 20, what answer should you get? You will get true because it is not equal, but oh sorry, this is false. It is, they both are not equal and 25 is not less than 20 either. So this answer is going to be what? False. And greater than equal to, it is going to be true because again this comparison would be within the unequal pair, that is 25 greater than equal to 20, so it is not equal, but of 25 is greater than 20, that is true. Got it? See, you will have to practice a little bit. One more question I am giving you all. I have these two elements, right? So L1 is 1, 2, 3 and 4. And L2 is 1, 2, 5 and 6. Now you have to do the comparison. Okay, 1 and 1. Sorry. L1 less than L2. You have to write this. L1 greater than L2. L1 less than equal to L2. And L1 greater than equal to L2. You have to write the answer for these four. Okay. Now when you are starting with the first one, L1 is less than L2. So you will start with the first pair, right? Both are equal, so no comparison. Go to the next one. Both are equal, go to the next one. Are these both equal? Is 3 equal to 5? No. So now you will consider this one. Is 3 less than 5? What is the answer? Is 3
True.
less than 5? Answer is true. That's all.
True.
You will not go to the fourth pair, the last one. Okay. यहीं पे हो गया true. So it is going to simply not check the last pair. Got it? Same way for the next one. L1 greater than L2. First pair is same, move to the next one. Second pair is same, move to the next one. 3, is it greater than 5?
False.
False. बस यहीं पे ब्रेक हो जाएगा, आगे नहीं चेक करेगा वो. Got it? Next, L1 less than equal to L2. It will be true only because we are going to proceed in the same way. Less than equal to L2. Now equal it is not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 6. And number of elements is the same, but elements at corresponding locations are not same. So it will not be L1 equals L2, but I can check it for L1 less than L2, which will give me the same value, that is true. And L1 greater than equal to L2, that is also the same, that is false, because both the lists are not equal. They don't contain same values at two corresponding locations. That should be same for all the locations. Here that is the same only for the first two locations. Next two locations, they are unequal. Okay, so that is why the answer would be the same as this one. Understood? So this is how you perform list comparison, and always list comparison. This comparison, these four operations will always be within between identical elements. Okay, lists containing identical elements. Got it? So this is what is known as list comparison. Coming to the next one, list with integer. Let's try to compare a list with an integer. I have L1 over here. This is my L1 list, and I'm going to write here, is L1 equal to 5? Answer is false. Both are two different types of elements, right? If I write L1 less than 5, it will give me a type error. Why? Because L1 is what? L1 is a list and 5 is what? It is an integer. Understood? Same way, if I try to compare it with any string, it is also not supported. Got it? Unequal length list. Yes. So now let us try to do something related to unequal length list. L1 is 1, 3, 10 and 25. Let me take L6 and let me give it the values 1, 3 and 10. If I write L1 equal to L6, obviously the answer will be false because the number of elements is not the same. If I write L1 less than L6, what answer should I get? L1 contains more number of elements as compared to L6. So L1 is not less than L6, but L1 is greater than L6. Okay, so for element lists containing unequal number of elements, but the first few positions are the same. Like I have L1 which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have L2 which is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so now you can see that first three positions are the same, but L2 contains one element less. So here L2 will be less than L1. So this is comparison of lists, right? Now let us try to compare lists containing the same type of elements but different data types. Oh, what am I writing? Wait. Okay. If I write L1 equal to L2, what answer should it give me? Remember, I'm only checking equality here, right? Comparison is not allowed between elements of different types. Only equality can be done. Only equality can be checked. So is L1 equal to L2? Tell me. Okay, Krishna Patil send me an answer that is false. Yes, obviously both are not equal because they are of different data types, and not it's not a question of different data types. The fact is internally 1, 2 and 3 they have different ASCII values, that is different decimal values, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
those decimal values are not equal to 1, 2 and 3, because you know that, because 0 starts from 48, so 1 would be 49, this would be 50, this would be 51, which are not equal to 1, 2 and 3 at all. But if I write L1 equals L3, this is true. Why? Because 1 is equal to 1.0, 2 is equal to 2.0, 3 is equal to 3.0, right? So students, lot of combinations are there in this. So I would want you people to just go to that chapter list manipulation and study, and please read list comparison, and please you can create. I have told you the basic rule. Now what you have to do is you have to use your own imagination, not imagination, you have to use your own test data and test these operators for different data sets. Okay, test it for different values, right? So that you have to do, and in case you get any kind of doubt, if you are stuck somewhere, then please leave me a comment in any of the YouTube videos, or you can also send me personally, right? So you can just create two lists, apply the comparison operator, and just check the answer over there. So you will find the answer to the question, right? So these are the basic rules which I have told you how you can perform. Now all whatever is there, it is all covered within these 4 to 5 points, right? So we have seen list comparisons with a nested list also. We have seen it with integer string where we get an error. We have checked unequal length lists also. We have compared lists containing the same elements of type integer, float, string and all. Okay, so all we have checked. But if you try to perform any kind of operation on this, let us try to do this on. If I write here list, one second, list L1 is this, let me try to create L7 which contains these values. And I'm writing here L1 equals L7, that is true. So both are equal, right? And what you can do is you can try to create another list which contains elements slightly different, like I'm writing 1.0 here, 3.0 here, and here I write 11.0, here I write 20.0, and I write L1 less than L8. Answer is true. Why? Let's check out L1 first of all. L1 is 1, 3, 10 and 25. So 1 is equal to 1.0. Move to the next one. 3.0 is equal to 3. Move to the next one. Is Okay, L1 is 10 and L8 is 11.0. So 10 is less than 11.0. It is true. So we don't need to check the next one. The moment you get an unequal pair, it is decided then and there itself. Understood? So this is how we perform list comparisons. Now next and most important is list operations. First and foremost, it is joining two lists together. Now, what do you understand by joining two lists? You have done concatenation operator. You have done concatenation operation in strings. Concatenation is an operation which is exclusive only to strings, right? For lists or tuples or dictionaries or sets, we will not use the term concatenation. We will use the term joining. Okay. So it's very simple. If you want to join two lists, I have L1, I have L2, right? And I want to join them. What will I write? L1 plus L2, and it gives me a third list. So here also please remember, whenever you are joining two lists, the original lists are unchanged. You can see it from here. The original lists are unchanged. Only what is changing is the final list. Now I did not save this L1 and L2 everywhere. How is it happening? Please take a look. L1 is 1, 2 and 3, and L2 is suppose 4, 5 and 6, right? And you are simply writing on the command prompt, that is L1 plus L2. Not command prompt, on a primary prompt. This is known as your primary prompt for Python, where you write statements in the interactive mode. Okay, so you have simply written L1 plus L2 and it quickly returns you what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Right, so it quickly returns this list. So this is a third list which is created. Right, original lists are unchanged. So there would be no changes made in the original lists. Okay, and in fact, a new list will be created over here. What you can do is you can create a third list and you can assign the sum of the first and two, not, we will not say sum, but the join of the two lists to that third list. So you join L1 and L2 and the result is returned to L3. So this thing would be L3. And L1
One
would be
more
this.
time, please.
Yes, wait a second. I'll explain it through some other example now. Let me move on to some other example. I'm going to take two values here. Say I'm taking colors. Okay, colors one is red, green, and blue, right? And colors two is one is red, green, and blue. One is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Okay. If I write colors one plus colors two, simply at the primary prompt, I have written this and pressed enter. So what answer will I get? I will get a concatenation, a join of the two lists where all elements of colors 1 will appear first and then colors 2. So the result will be this. So this is the concatenated list, but it is not saved anywhere. It is just immediately returned to you. Why? Because you have not assigned this to any other list label or list object identifier. Okay. So, but what you can do is, to avoid that, you can write colors 3 equals colors 1 plus colors 2. What will happen in this case? This colors 3 will have this, it will be pointing to this list. It will be a third list which contains all elements of colors 1 and colors 2. And colors 1 will be unchanged, colors 2 will be unchanged. जब आप दो लिस्ट को ज्वाइन करते हो तो एक अलग ही लिस्ट बनती है। ओरिजिनल लिस्ट्स में कुछ भी चेंज नहीं होता है, ना उनसे कुछ घटता है ना उसमें कुछ बढ़ता है। गॉट इट? सो दीज आर द टू ओरिजिनल लिस्ट्स and they are completely unchanged, right? Instead, a third list is created, that is colors 3, and it contains all the elements of colors 1 and colors 2 joined together. Is it clear to everyone? This is known as joining two lists. If you join it in this way, I write colors 4. Let's do it practically there. So I am writing here colors 1, red, green and blue. I write here colors 1 plus colors 2. It will return me immediately, instantly, it will return me both the lists joined together. Okay, elements of both the lists it returns me. But can I access this again? No, because I have not assigned it. An object is created in the memory, but that object is unnamed. Okay, it is not pointed, and we have only one way of accessing objects in the memory, that is by using identifiers. तो आपने दोनों को join तो कर लिया, लेकिन दोनों को आपने कोई नाम नहीं दिया. So that's why you have to use this. Now when I print colors 3, it gives me all the elements of colors 1 as well as colors 2. So I can print all the three. Colors 1 is this, colors 2 is this, and colors 3 is this. So colors 1 and colors 2, you can see that there is no change absolutely in them, and colors 3 contains all elements of colors 1 and colors 2. Now I write here colors 4 equals colors 2 plus colors 1. Now what will be the content of colors 4? Can anyone tell me? All the four lists are in front of you. Sorry, all the three lists are in front of you. Colors 1, colors 2 and colors 3. So our class has concluded for today. So we saw all sorts of comparison. I hope you all understood them, and we also saw joining lists. So this today's class I conclude over here. Thank you everybody.